Well, we went to go eat, and they had on Christmas music. Y'all know everybody's Christmas music is wild here lately. And they won't allow me to put that on there. I already got in trouble for that. So, we just made it home, and your girl's about to take down this hair. If I can figure out where it starts and where it begins. Hello, my beautiful ladies. That way I can wash it, and maybe tomorrow night we can get it dyed so we can be with our burgundy that we're waiting for. Hello, my beautiful ladies. Because I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, my head is killing me. Oh, I'm taking down the wrong parts. Good evening, good evening. Ooh. I don't know why it's so dark. My Saturday went amazing. How was y'all Saturday? Y'all know we do a lot with the kids on the weekends because they got school during the week. Oh, I'm so ready for winter break. And then I'll be ready for them to go back to school. Thank y'all. I'm going to take it down because my head hurts and it's over. It's cute, but it's over. I want to see if I have my... Y'all already know I'm about to play with it. There we go. Isn't it cute, hunty? Did you go get food? All right, we went and ate there. I had a crispy chicken salad. Mr. Perry had a crispy chicken salad. Nevaeh had chicken strips. Javon had a kids meal chicken strip. Junior had chili cheese burritos. Mine used to hurt too, especially when put it up on top of my head and at bedtime. Man, I'm telling y'all. But you know what I was noticing today, y'all, in the picture that I took? Why would you do your hair like that? Because I love it. Hello. Why do I have to be like everybody else? It'll be cute for Christmas. You could do a Hoville thing or be a cute Grinch. I think so, too. Ow. But anyways, long story short, what am I doing? Oh, this part. I am so over it already. Hey, Miss Tanya. Why not? Something she likes to do. I sure do. I don't want to be like everybody else. I like being like Amber. Why do I have to be like, you know? The world is plain enough. We need some everyday stuff. You know what I mean? There is nothing wrong with stepping out of the box. You don't have to be like everybody else. It's what makes us all unique. Is that we can do what we want to do. We can do what we want to do. I take it down. Yes, honey. I'm not just gonna leave it up in my head. It's a hairdo. It's not a, you know? Y'all, I ain't never left no hairdo. I don't care what it is. Y'all remember when I did my, remember when I had that one lady come do my hair? I think I paid her like $1,000, if not better. Bought all the hair and all that, sat there for hours. And then within a week, it was down. It's just not for me. Like, I get bored very, very easy. That is not good. But I do. I get very bored. Hey, Miss Lois. But I do. I get bored. It's like, I don't know. I like to switch things up. Ooh, honey. And you know what I think it is? I think it's the mousse. That mousse I was telling y'all about. It is just too much. It keeps everything so hard. Wendy, hey, let's hit that thumbs up. We got over 200 people in here and not even 50 hit the thumbs up twice. I know that's right. Tell them again. Tell them again, ladies. Let's everybody drop them shares. Let's spam up them hearts. Let's everybody let me know where y'all watching from. I'm watching from San Antonio, Texas, baby. Thank you for sharing, Miss Veronica. Why don't we see the kids? Because what am I going to tell my kids? You know, I think that they're older now. When we first started, they were young. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. My first super chat of the night. I think when they were younger, y'all, they couldn't read and all that. You know what I mean? They were babies. And now they're getting older. Nevaeh's going to be in middle school next year. And Javani can read and everybody can read. And I don't want my kids sitting up here and being dragged for no reason. Like, you can drag me all day long, honey. I'm grown. I done heard every fat joke, every mama joke, every joke. But it's not worth it to me. And then what do I tell them when they get older? You know, like, hey, yeah, this is what I enjoy doing. And because I enjoy doing it, you know, I got y'all dragged in the meantime. And, you know, they really don't know my kids. And so they just because people don't like me, they come for my children. And that ain't happening. Ain't no dollar out here worth all that. Sorry. So that's why y'all don't get to see them anymore. Like, think about it, y'all. If they can come after a dog, what do you think they can do to my kids? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, that's why I keep my kids to myself. You know what I mean? So, that's why. But anyways, ladies, are y'all ready? Dallas in the house. Dallas, Georgia. Y'all, these is just a mess. Look at him. Okay, okay. Like, I wish I would have did, like, I doubt it. When I was in school, I wish I went to, like, one of them prep schools. Because I think ponytails and stuff would have been real cute. Alabama in the house. I see you, Miss Amanda. I didn't see your question, though. Texas in the house. Where y'all at in Texas? It was hot today in Texas, y'all. Very hot. And my crazy ass stepped out here in some pants. Virginia in the house. So, how many of y'all got your Christmas shopping done? That's crazy. Temple, Texas. Okay. Lake Jackson, Texas in the house. South Dakota. Y'all, we got a lot of Texas in the house tonight. North Jersey. How do I get rid of the comments on my screen? Swipe them left or right. Just swipe them, and it'll take away your comments if you don't want to see them. Not finished. Central Virginia. Waco in the house. Y'all, people are weird. We not finna argue with no folks tonight. Not tonight. So, I've been getting a little done. But not everything. Not everything. You know what? I'm going to ask Santa this year. I'm going to ask him for something. Something special. Just for me. Just for me. Stephanie, you're done with Christmas already? OMG. I ain't even all the way done. I just got a few things, and then some of the stuff I need to go. I'm going to travel to go get because I want to. Yes. Y'all, we not arguing with these folks. Miss Mary, I don't have the tree up yet. That's the only part I got left to do. And I want to do the Grinch tree, but I want to see. I'm going to go find something else. Y'all, we do have a lot of weirdos in here tonight. It's okay. It is what it is. Let me see. Barger. I hope you don't mind. Don't you dare put them in there. I'm done with all of mine. We got snow yesterday. Okay. Why is that when you get older people accept you to act a certain way? I'm going to be 72 in December, and I'm a typically 72-year-old. Never will always be a gin boot t-shirt gal. I know that's right. You know what I think is so crazy? It's like everybody wants you to fit in a certain bubble. And it's like, I respect the ones, like back in the day, they're stuck in their ways and that's okay. And me personally, my thing is the world doesn't need everybody to be the same. And that's the problem. Everybody's so stuck on what you have to do and what you have to look like and what you have to sound like and this and that and this and that. And my thing is, baby, it's about to be 2026. Let these people be who they want to be. Amber, my Lowe's has the Grinch tree. It does? Britt said, where's the mods at? Some of y'all need to be timed out. Girl, we need to put them in timeout for real, for real. Yes, it's like everybody's scared to be different, and that's okay. If you don't want to be different, that's fine. But, baby, look, I done heard it all before, okay? And if my accent bothers you, if my face bothers you, if my hair bothers you, if my big, wide self bothers you, then, honey, you're in my lane, and I'm a Cadillac. I need to swerve by myself. So I'm going to need you going to get in your lane. Okay, and keep that simple shit going. If that's what you want to do. Ain't nothing wrong with being a simp. I just don't want to be a simp. I want to be me. So that way when I walk in the room, they know it's me. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with wearing jeans. There's nothing wrong with it. Y'all wear what you want to wear. I wear what I want to wear. I could care less. Because you know why? Because, baby, I ain't here to impress nobody but myself. If I look in the mirror and think I'm doing it, then, baby, I'm about to do it. And I'm going to let the world see it. Because ain't nobody out here, not at these stores, not at these restaurants, not when I'm paying my bills. Nah, none of them are coming home with me and taking care of me. So, baby, I'm going to do me. Okay. Y'all got to start living your life like there is no tomorrow. Because if you start living today like there's no tomorrow, baby, life's going to be so much fun. You got to do what makes you happy. And me, I make myself happy. Okay. Yo, we not finna do it. Yep. Tell them again. Tell them goodbye. You still wear leggings. Yes, ma'am, I do. I got some on right now. Amber, you're the real deal. Thank you, Miss Mary. You need to go tell them people there on Facebook that because, baby, they got a whole hate crew for me. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know. I guess just I don't fit in there. Look, I guess I ain't everybody's cup of tea, but damn it, I know I got to be somebody's Hennessy. Say it again for the ones in the back. I know that's right, Miss Cindy. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because I don't fit in everybody's square. And I need to, my mouth gets me in a lot of trouble. My attitude, and I'm boring because I guess I don't travel and hotel shop or some shit. I don't know. It's confusing, honey. I'm not picking up what they putting down. I always find it funny when people who live exactly as the world expects them to claim to be this independent person who doesn't fit in. I don't know what that person's talking about, but they're okay. That's okay. Why me said you're not doing nothing right. It's them. I love you just the way you are. Thanks, babe. Aw, my ladies, I love y'all too. There is just too much hate and ugliness in the world. Ignore those hateful people. Y'all, you know what? I think I figured out you can't make everybody happy. No matter what you do, baby, somebody gonna talk about you. I don't care if it's your grandma, your mama, the people at the store. Somebody's gonna have something to say today. And that's okay. Let them say it. Nevaeh wants me to keep the hair red. I want to go burgundy. Like, I want to go darker. Because, like, literally, this is what my natural hair color is. And it's like, it's boring to me. I want to look in the mirror and see something different. So, everybody's telling me not to. Everybody said to wait until after I wash my hair tonight and do it tomorrow. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But we're getting rid of the red hair. I'm sick of being a redhead. I've been a redhead almost 35 years. Everybody drop prayer hands for Miss Jennifer's mom's boyfriend. I know that's right. Burgundy, I'm praying for Miss Jennifer. Thank you, baby. Everybody drop prayer hands for Miss Jennifer. So, tell me what's on y'all's agenda tomorrow. What do y'all got to do tomorrow? You look with any color. Yes, try the darker hair. I'm going to. I want to see what it looks like. I mean, I've had burgundy in before, but I'll try something else. Miss Stephanie said if they talking about you, let you know that they thinking about you. I know that's right. Tell them again. I think they thinking about me. Let me find out. Dishes and go to my grandson's hockey game. That should be fun. Baking cookies tomorrow. You're going to need to send your girl some, okay? Y'all, my Aunt May, I tell y'all every year, but my Aunt May used to make these Christmas cookies, and I don't know how she made them. My Nana's brother, you know, I told y'all he passed away, Uncle James. Well, his wife, Aunt May, used to make Christmas cookies. And I haven't had none since I was real young. But every time Christmas comes around, we would have a Christmas party. And we would all get together, and that's the only thing I could think about. So when I hear people make cookies, you need to send me some cookies. Tell them, baby, you living rent-free in their heads. I know that's right, Miss Britt. Let me find out. Do you have to use the oops stuff first or just put it in color? I'm going to put it in just, yeah, I'm not doing the oops. Because I don't want to, oops, it'd be gone. I think the burgundy and the red will look really cute together. Because y'all know when you do your own hair dye, all your hair doesn't like, you know, you get mix and match colors. So I think when I do burgundy, if I leave this one in, it will have a touch of red in there plus the burgundy. I think it'd be really, really pretty. I gotta do laundry too tomorrow. But say being a mom is a lot of work. Amber, how many elves have made it out? What do you mean?
13.
We have 13 elves. 13 of them. But this is what I was thinking, y'all. And I know some people are going to really hate me for this idea. But I just think it's like, why do we have to do it? Okay, so like I said, don't come for me. I'm just going to say it. Amber, I have been waiting for 3 days for that hair dye. I know. It's like I never have time for me. But listen to this idea I have. Okay, tell me if you think. Tell me what you think. So, y'all know we have 13 elves. And I was thinking, you know, we do the same thing every year, you know. Santa Claus gave us these elves to take care of, right? So, I was thinking that why not, since I have 13, why not let the kids, each child, y'all are going to hate me for this idea, but I'm going to do it because I said so. Each child's going to get to move the elves themselves just once and come up with their own idea of what the elves should do and write their own letter, and that way it takes more off my plate. I know, lazy, right? But who cares? I think it's amazing. I think it's a good idea because it lets them be involved instead of just me doing it all the time. Like, no. I just think it would be really amazing. Like, you know, they get to touch them once so they don't lose their magic. And if they mistreat them, then they go back to the elf store. And if they don't, then, I mean, hey. But that's so cool. I think it is, too. I really do. And I'm going to tell you why I came up with that idea. Because for the last 3 nights, either, y'all know my iron's real low. So I've been dealing with headaches. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it. So anyways, Javon asked me this morning. I was like, yeah, why not? Like, that's a good idea. So Javon, Neve, hand me Javani's letter up there. They moved the elves. All 3 kids got to move elves before I woke up. And then when I got up, they brought me the letters. And they were so cute. This is Javani's. And it says, sorry, I tried to make pizza. It is so cute. So I'm still going to put them in a folder because y'all know I keep them every year. But I've never had an elf either when I was younger. I didn't either. But I doubt our parents would do some shit like this. Like, let's be honest. Like, it'll be different if you have one of them moms and dads, you know, the ones that like tuck you in and read you a bedtime story type of thing. But I didn't have that. I didn't have them type of parents. So I seriously doubt that my parents would wait up all night to move an elf. They did good to put the lights on and food on the table. So I doubt, you know, that they would move an elf. I think it's some new shit to keep us parents, the new generation parents, on our feet. Someone said mine would have backhanded me and told me to get the dishes done. Can y'all imagine if the kids that are nowadays go back into our time when we were young? Can y'all imagine telling your dad or your mom or your grandparents, bruh? OMG. Mine, you know, mine already whooped me. But I'd be, you know, they probably would. I would probably wouldn't be here today. Or how about, what's some other words these kids like nowadays? Bruh is one of them. Like, why, bruh? Why, what? We didn't ask those questions. We didn't ask what was for dinner. We didn't ask, you know, why are we going here? Or, hey, y'all pick that up. Why do I got to pick it up? It ain't mine. Why do I need to pick it up? Or, like they just said, go wash the dishes. And you'd be like, bruh, not right now. Bruh, I'm busy. Can y'all imagine? Yes, all that 6, 7. No, none of these kids know what it is, y'all. We were Thanksgiving shopping, right? And there was this man. He was by himself. He didn't have his wife. It was just him and these 2 kids, right? And they were littler than mine. So I want to say about 5 or 6. And the gravy packet that was out for Thanksgiving on the end cap was 67 cents. So I'm coming up this way. He's coming straight down, and his little kids in the basket say, look, Dad, it's 6.7. The little kids are like, 6.7, bruh. I was done. I was like, OMG. Like, yeah, our parents would. I know my parents. I can't speak for everybody's, but yeah. My parents would have never had this shit. My grandma neither. Like, these kids. I seen a little boy yesterday, y'all. And we were in the store, and the mom was like, no, you need to, you know, like, I guess she's trying some new shit. And this little boy said heck to the no. Got up to the counter, and she's like, no, you need to wait. You need to wait. And he, little bitty thing, about 3, 4. This little boy starts kicking his mom because she took the phone to pay for the gas, I guess doing tap. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let us go up there and hit our mom and dad. I wish we would have. When I was little, my sister used to wake me early Christmas morning. Aw. Lloyd says, 7 kids in my family. No way my mom would have stayed up to move elves. She had all she could do to make sure all of us had our homework done. Dad worked shifts work. Aw. Yeah, I don't think our parents would have. Hey, Miss Slacken, 6342. Lakin. Soft parenting, yep, that didn't happen with us growing up. But you know what I think it is, y'all, to be totally honest with you? I don't think it's because the kids, like, parents are soft now. What I think it is, see, growing up, CPS only came to your house if you black and blued your kids' eyes, okay? They didn't do the shit they do now. Y'all, you cannot yell at your kids. You cannot Speak angry to your kids, okay? You cannot whoop your children's ass anymore, okay? It's time out and take away things from them. Our parents didn't talk to us twice. Our parents didn't ask us, they told us what to do. We were literally our parents' maids, okay? We were cooking, cleaning, hanging up clothes. We did that at a young age. Nowadays, that's abuse to your children. Shit. OMG. And I think that's what it is. It's not that parents are soft. It's just that everything has changed. Y'all, we used to ride in the back of a pickup truck. No seatbelts. Everything has changed nowadays. Like, everybody needs to have a seatbelt. Everybody needs to do this. Like, we didn't have all that. Y'all, we could play outside. I mean, how many of y'all played hide and seek? And I only played hide and seek, so, I could, be out there. But, we played, and if you were going to make a phone call, you had to call somebody. Like, it was nothing like it is nowadays. You know what I mean? And I think that's crazy because the world is moving so fast that it's taken, like, this new generation will never understand that. Never. They'll never experience writing notes and putting them in people's lockers. And, they'll never understand that type of shit. Or hiding the phone at night just to, dial certain numbers, *67, because you didn't want to know it that it was you calling. Like, they'll never get to experience that shit. You know what I mean? And I really don't think that, it's parents are soft. I just think that the world has changed so much that there's so many different rules than our parents had. You know what I mean? Our parents didn't have all that. So they got away with more shit. You know what I mean? And nowadays, you can't do none of that. Let you yell at y'all. My daddy used to whoop our ass in the grocery store. Okay, show out if you want to. He gonna show out with you. There was no phones to record it. There was none of that. You know what I mean? Get your ass whooped and you went to the truck and you got in that truck and went home. And that's what they did. Nowadays, yell at your kids in the store, baby. Every 500 and something phones in their store is gonna be recording. So that way tomorrow they gonna have CPS knocking at your front door. They're not playing nowadays. Miss Lawrence said kids today have no respect. But it's I don't think it's that they don't have respect. I think that the parents have so many rules on themselves that literally you can't parent. You have to literally do by what they say is the best way to parent. And that is you need to talk to little Johnny like this with a soft, calm voice. And you need to beg and plead little Johnny to please pick up his shoes. And if little Johnny don't want to, it's just easier for mom and dad to pick him up because little Johnny's a pain in the ass, but you can't say that, okay? You can't. Let little Johnny go to thing and say, my mom yelled at me. Little Johnny's ass just got his mama put 10 years behind bars because she yelled too hard at him, okay? There's just too many rules for the parents nowadays. So parents are scared to make a move. They better not. You better stand them up in a corner and take their headset away, and that headset gonna turn them into a mean demon. And when your ass don't give it back, they gonna stand up there and tell you what they not doing, and you gonna lose your shit. So you better go outside and have you a cigarette before you get in trouble, okay? They said picking up shoes causes little Johnny anxiety. Little Johnny ain't got no anxiety. He bad as hell. But I don't see any scammers, Miss Jennifer. I see a lot of trolls. They say, yeah, you can't yell at them. You have to speak soft and encourage better behavior. This shit is crazy nowadays, I'm telling y'all. Why me said come through. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Wanda said, oh no, mom, daughter yell at her kids all the time. They come to her house. She tells them, if you can do better job, take them. You know, that's my daddy used to say all the time. All the time. All the time. And you know what? I am never going to forget it. CPS came out to the house because he hit my sister. My older sister didn't want to do her hair a certain way. And my daddy was mean as hell. My daddy was six something, weighed about 500 pounds. That man didn't take no shit off nobody. He wanted boys. Instead, he got 4 daughters. And my sister didn't want to wear her hair a certain way. Like she had enough. She didn't want to wear her hair like that. Daddy couldn't do hair, and Mama said she didn't have time. So he punched her in the face. He did. He hit my sister dead in her eyes. CPS came out there and he said, look, if you can do better, take all their asses with you. He said, but while they live here, they going to listen. And that's the difference. You can't do that nowadays. Nope. You need to have a booster seat for all of your children. They didn't have no booster seats for us, y'all. When they turned the car, we all fell. If we were in back of the truck, we bumped into each other, okay? We could fall down with outside and not be judged when you got to school thinking that your parents were mean to you, okay? It just didn't work that way. So I don't think the parents are soft. I don't. I think it's just that society has made so many rules that it's unreal. I wish they make a rule on some of these companies so that way they can't keep charging us out the ass for these light bills and water bills and food on the table. Have y'all been to HEB? Y'all, $200 worth of food don't look like shit no more. But they ain't complaining about that. But deny little Johnny some chicken nuggets tonight. Little Johnny about to go up there and tell on your ass. We were all put in cars sitting on each other's knees. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, try to put these kids in a car with no seatbelt. I mean, no little jump seat. What do you call them? Car seats. We all going to jail.
Mom, what should I do with these ones?
It's crazy.
Mom, what should I do with these ones? Look.
Put them in the stocking. Nevaeh, you wrong for that. Nevaeh, you wrong for that. Let me see what it says. I cannot with my kids. And I promise you, they're not little Johnny. Nevaeh, you wrong for that.
I'm not.
Nevaeh made this elf like this. And she put him underneath a measuring cup. Because it says, Dad farted, it stinks. So she put the elf underneath the measuring cup. Nevaeh, you wrong for that. I can't. Yes, ma'am, Miss Selena, I'm live right now, babe. They are too excited. Me and my brothers got caught smoking cigarettes, and they made us sit in the kitchen and puff on cigarettes and inhale till we got sick and turned green. Aww. Yeah, go up there now and tell them that you let little Johnny have a cigarette. They about to lose their shit. Secondhand smoke is bad. Okay, did y'all not understand? I hear that shit every time I go to the hospital. Are they around anybody that smokes? Do they smoke inside? No, we smoke outside. Would you smoke in your vehicle? I sure do. I wrote on the windows. Ma'am, that's still secondhand smoke.
Ow.
My daddy sat in a recliner and smoked pack after pack after pack after pack. I didn't get secondhand smoke, ma'am. It's crazy. It's wild, y'all. It's just, they said that happened to me. My dad did the same to me about smoking, and I'm still smoking. Yeah, Miss Jenny, they didn't do nothing to nobody. You know, I think it backfired on my dad, too, because he thought, we always stole cigarettes. But I had this bad thing about smoking green, like about at the age of 12. And I just found out that it hit harder when I smoked one of my dad's menthol cigarettes. So therefore, I needed cigarettes. He thought that was going to work, too. Smoke a whole pack. Girl, you ain't saying shit. Ever since then, he went ahead and bought me a pack. Because, I mean, ain't no sense in I'm going to steal them from you anyways. I still do. I know that's right. Do you? Miss Selena, the one that I wanted to get, the P.O. box I wanted to get y'all, they are being a punk. So I'm going to go over to, I had it at FedEx. I think I'm just going to go to the regular P.O. box and get one. Regular mailbox instead of all these FedEx and Amazon boxes. Because they're doing too much. Winston Red's in the house. I know that's right. Nope, we had to eat a few of those cigarettes. Oh, no. I don't think we would have been able to do that. You know what's bad is my mom would smoke. My mom dipped Copenhagen. Okay. And OMG, that is the worst thing in the world. Like, it was nasty. It made me sick. It was horrible. You didn't have to worry about Amber doing that shit. I did it once and never again. So maybe if I had to eat cigarettes, I would have never continued to smoke cigarettes. That's a good one. Instead of hey, sit down and smoke them, what you need to do is eat them. That's a smart one. Nope, we had to eat a few of those cigarettes. Oh no. No one in my family smoked. Now I miss it a lot. Cool cigarettes are nasty. Someone said smoked 50 years and quit 8 years ago. That's amazing. I don't know. I mean, I know that it's bad for you and I probably need to quit smoking. I know, but I don't think I ever quit smoking cigarettes. I guess I'm not going to say ever, because I don't want nothing bad to happen. But my thing is I don't drink. I don't do bad things. I don't go out. I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? So a cigarette can't be that bad. Miss Jennifer said I smoke menthol. I used to smoke menthol too until I got, what is it? GERD. So acid reflux, baby, that menthol is it's no good for me. But you know what? I didn't start smoking cigarettes until I met Mr. Perry. I was a Black and Mild girl. I mean, Black and Mild, that wine was my shit. When I met Mr. Perry, that's all I smoked, to Black and Milds. That was my thing. It just was. It was because they were strong, they smelled good, honey, and that I didn't like the regular plastic tips. I only liked the wood grain. You know what I mean? But everybody's different. Jamie said, hey, Amber, took a nap, just woke up and came in. Hey. Madison said, I smoke menthol too, Miss Jennifer. Aw. Yeah, I just think the world is different. I think the way our parents parented us, we didn't. We don't get to parent that way. We have to be soft. Because we love our kids so much that, we don't want to see our kids, go through the system and, because I think it's sad, and like I said, it's just my opinion. But me personally, I don't think that, I mean, like I said, I guess you can look at it both ways. The children that are being hurt and abused in their homes, it's sad. But you got to ask yourself, I've heard so many bad stories about these homes and foster care and, the homes that these kids end up in, and the state don't care just because they punished someone else. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, that's why I think I'm a straight and narrow mom. You know what I mean? It's why I don't get high. It's why I don't drink. It's why I don't go to clubs. It's why I don't do none of that. And it's because I could not imagine my children going through no shit like that. Not as something that I gave birth to. You know what I mean? And I think that's why us parents, we walk on eggshells. And am I a soft parent? Hell yeah. Let Javon come in here and don't want to do something. I do it myself because it's just easier. I think we were used to cleaning and all that I don't require a lot. Yes, my kids have chores and they earn an allowance for it. But do they use their allowance? Hell no. Do I buy them what they want? Yes. Do I give them their way? Yes. I mean, I've always been that type of way. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's because I just don't want to see my kids end up nowhere like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think it's all about teaching them morals, respect, teaching them how the world is. And I guess if that makes us a soft parent, we're a soft parent. She said, I'm not with my grands either. I'm a stern nana. You are? You're a stern grandma. That's not nice. You have to be a nice grandma. See, when I become a grandma, like in 20 years, I'm gonna be one of those fantastic grandmas. My grandkids are gonna do whatever the hell they want to do, and I'm gonna make them even bad, like worse. So when I send their asses home, baby, karma is a you know what. I mean, hello, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to make them extra bad and then send them home. So that way, I mean, our kids know how it feels when they were young. I cannot wait when my kids grow up. I'm going to their house. I'm going to jump on their beds. I'm going to eat in their living room and on couches. I'm going to spill things all over their house. I'm going to put my dirty dishes in the rooms and in the all over their sinks. I'm going to make a bowl of cereal and just pour it in the sink. I'm not washing it out. I'm going to gonna go in their kitchen, throw stuff on the floor. Like, I am going to give my kids back what they, oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna get in their car and I'm gonna spill shit. I'm gonna eat in their car, just throw chips everywhere. I'm gonna put my feet on their seats. I'm gonna touch the windows just because I wanna touch them. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna be one of them moms. I'm gonna take my laundry to their house and just leave it there for days. Yeah, we're gonna give them back everything they have done. That's just the way it has to be. Somebody has to do it. I'm going to be one of them moms. And when I have grandkids, I'm going to go ahead and give them candy and hype their ass up, and then I'm going to take them home. So that way, I don't have to deal with it. My kids are going to get to experience what I went through. That's our job. It says you don't really think your kids are all waiting 20 years to have kids. Hell no. Yo, I think, look, okay, I might be a bad parent because, y'all, I'm not fixing to set myself up for failure. I was a bad as hell kid, okay? I hope like hell that I'm teaching my children better by not doing certain things, keeping them away from things, unlike our parents did. But in reality, I'm not setting myself up for heartbreak. Do I think my kids are going to experience any of the shit that I've been through? Smoking, partying, having fun? Hell yeah, that's what kids do. Either I can accept it and let them be honest with me, or they can still do it and just hide it from me. I want to have an open relationship with my kids, no matter how bad it is. I can never stop loving them. So do I think that they're going to wait another 20 years? Hell no. Do I think that they're going to experience shit that, do I want them to? No. But are they going to? Hell yeah. Because that's what kids do. And if I don't let them make mistakes, then how will they ever learn? My job when they get older is just to stand by them. It's not to lead them to the wrong or tell them how I want them to live their life. That's not my job. My job is to teach them and lead them, not force them. I don't want to live my life through my children. I don't want them to be something just because I want them to be that. I want my children to learn and trust in themselves and be whoever the hell they want to be. And like I said, if my boys want to wear dresses and have a boyfriend, then shit, hey, it is what it is. If my daughter decides when she gets older that, hey, that's what she wants to do too, then shit, hey, I'm their mom, and that's what I'm going to stand by them with. There's nothing that I don't think my kids could do that would be like, oh, it just broke my heart. No, I don't think so. Because I was not a perfect kid. I gave my parents hell. And like I said, if they were maybe more open, then I wouldn't have to lie to them. But instead, that's the relationship we had. I don't want that for my kids. So do I think that they're going to wait another 20 years? Hell no, I didn't. An open relationship is the best way to go. And that's what I think. I don't want my kids to hide shit behind my back. It's not what I want for them. It just is what it is. It's so sad when kids don't have parents. They looking for love. And that's true. That is so true. I truly believe that. I just think that we have to remember that these kids are their own selves. You're just here to guide them. You're here to pretty much teach them what you know, but does not mean that they have to be you. Ask yourself, do you want your kids literally pick up everything you do? They are going to do everything that you have done. So ask yourself, do you want your kids to be just like you? Flaws and all? Or do you want them to grow up, learn who they want to be, and experience the world that they want to live in? You know what I mean? Because eventually, ladies, think about it. My nana is 83. My mom is, I don't know how old, because I don't know how old she is. I really don't. But eventually, I will be up on deck. And that means that whenever my number rolls, my kids will be in this world by themselves. And my job while I'm here on this earth is to prepare them. It's not to make them be another Amber. It's to let them be whoever the hell they are and guide them and lead them, but make sure I give them time to be who they want to be. That's just the way I see shit. Hey, Miss Kathy. Because, Miss Carmen, if not, you set yourself up to fail. Because what do you do if you, let's say you put all your time and energy into, making let's say your daughter, right? If you have one, and I not experienced it to that point, but I told my parents I didn't like certain shit. But because they wanted to impress the family or impress their friends, they made us do shit. Well, look at here. You wasted all that money because 30 years later, I did not become a baseball or a basketball star or a track star or a cheerleader. Amber became a social media influencer. Bam, and that's talking shit. So let your kids figure out what they like. They don't have to like what you like. A lot of parents get caught up in living their life through their children. Or, yep, you're going to do this because I did it and you have to do it too. No. Have you ever stopped and asked them like, hey, little Johnny, do you want to play football today? Hey, little Johnny, do you want to go over there and play the piano every day? Little Johnny probably going to tell you, hell no, give me a headset, Mom. I don't know, man. I think that some parents are just, y'all need to go watch that movie. That show. What is that show called? It's like that she has like all these kids and she taught them at home. What is it called? I watch it all the time. And anyways, like they were a church-going family and, she homeschooled them. And now in this season, there's so many seasons, but in the one that I'm watching, the dad and mom separated. The older brother is in modeling. The second sister's in singing. The other sister, she's still a church-going person. And then they got the little girls at home. And they lost a brother or some crap like that. But anyways, long story short, that's the way they raised them. You know what I mean? And the kids stopped and asked, now that they're older, because they didn't experience the world, they were kept from it. That there was so much out here, but they are so far behind. And they're so dumbfounded to the real world. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because the older boy that likes cars, he blames his mom because, I'm not saying he's stupid, but he is. You know what I mean? Like he didn't go to school. He didn't do the homeschooling right. And because he liked the cars, she let him build cars. Well, you know what he said up there and told her? Well, why didn't you force me to do work? I was a kid. It's your job. But she thought she was doing the right thing. You know what I mean? And then now that while her and the husband was together, the mom was still very strict. Didn't let the girls do nothing. Didn't let them have ice cream. Didn't let them go to these places. But now that they're separated, the new kids, they don't have the younger kids don't have the lifestyle like the older kids had. You know what I mean? So I just think that, sometimes we can get caught up in what we want them to be. Sometimes we can get caught up in what we expect them to be. And sometimes we have to just take it for what it is, face value. Honestly, you can have 6 kids in the same house and every one of them do something different in life. And it's not because how they were raised, because they were all raised in the same house. It's because they all are different human beings. They all have different personalities, and that's okay. The world is so stuck on perfect, and if you sneeze the wrong way, it's everybody looks down on you. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own life to live. And when you die, you're getting in a box by yourself. So live your best life. That's the way it works. Y'all don't argue with some of these people because some of these people are just trolls. Some of these people don't even know us. They're not even following our page. They're just popping in because it says live. And they're bored. So I wouldn't waste 2 cents arguing with these folks. Because none of them, It is what it is. They don't have to like what I say, and they don't have to like me, and that's okay. Because it is what it is. They won't be here in our next live. But anyways, ladies, I got to go over here before I go to bed and come tell my Facebook ladies good night, too. And so I will see y'all tomorrow. If the ones that are on Facebook that are rock with me, I'll see y'all in a little bit. I'm going to go over there and go live. And don't forget to go over and check out my TikTok, The House of Bullies, because we're going to be going live over there. So make sure y'all follow me on all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, The House of Bullies. I'll catch you over there, ladies. To the ones that aren't going over there, good night. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great night.